Hello horse lovers, I'm making your special soap for you tonight, which was requested by one of the ladies in our group. You know, I'm not going to say any names just because, I didn't clear it with her if it would be okay to use her name or not. I should have. I didn't think of it until just this minute. Sorry, but you're welcome to identify yourself below if you'd like to. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. And she had a very special request for her son, who likes Harry Potter and other things that young people like. Well, we all like Harry Potter, don't we? You don't have to be young to like Harry Potter. So I'm making a soap that's kind of based on some of the things from Harry Potter. And I'll show you some of the symbols that I'm putting in the soap, some symbols from the movie. But first we're making up the soap batter. And I just added some cream. Cream is what adds the slip and silkiness to your soap bar and add some creaminess to the lather. Okay, I think we got everything mixed in there. So one of the things that she requested was she kind of wanted like something clean, but something with cotton candy. And it took me a little while to figure out how I was going to do this because, sorry, I got a little bit of a milk skin in there from the cream. I don't really want that floating around in the soap. But we got it. Anyway, so the cotton candy typically doesn't do very well in cold processed soap. So what I did is, because we did decide that we were going to do embeds for this soap, is I kept the embeds scented in cotton candy, and then did the main fragrance, which is a wonderful raspberry lemonade fragrance, in the main soap batter, which you see that I just poured in there. So we're going to get that all stirred up in there. And that smells really good. That's really nice on its own. And I did make a full batch of this, even though it won't take that for the mold that I'm using, just so that we will have extras that can make either short bars or maybe it'll even fill up the other molds. We'll see. So the colors that we're doing for the main bar are going to be yellow and white and blue. I think that I might need a little more yellow. I do want this quite white, so we're going to go a little bit more than that. So that came out like a creamy color, that's alright. But I am going to give this a little bit more of a stir and stick blend it really well. Because titanium dioxide will sometimes separate, and that's what causes the cracking that you see in it sometimes. So make sure that there's nothing hanging on the edges. Okay, and then for the blue part, we have this really pretty blue glycerin soap here. And we're going to do a glycerin meets cold process technique with this soap. And get things where you can see them. There we go. That's better. There we go, right there. So since we're also kind of doing a wizardy Harry Potter type soap, I'm going to show you a little bit about the symbols now. If you remember that both Professor Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall wore these types of hats, and that the colors of Gryffindor were scarlet and gold. So these are kind of a reddish, scarletish kind of color. These are going to embed on top of the soaps. And they are red. Some of them can be a little bit pinker, but they are supposed to be red, with dusted with gold mica. And then also, because I thought they were so cute and fun in the movie, and because I found this great little molds. Do you remember the trading card frogs? I forget what they were called. We have some little frogs that are going to embed on top as well. So let's get to pouring. So I'm just going to do the base, white. And we're just going to swirl the different colors in there. Let's finish with the blue. And that's all there is to it really, except that I want this to be a little more swirly. So we're just going to kind of take this skewer to it. It's the same sort of thing that you would do with a normal cold process soap. Just kind of blends it and gives it a little bit more. I don't know if the camera's really... Camera makes it look kind of messy, but I think it looks kind of cool. But it just kind of all swirls together. Helps to bring the soaps together. I'll put the dividers in. Go in. There we go. I think that the texture of this is definitely kind of cool and otherworldly. One more little shake down. And let's do some glitter, because what would a magical soap be without some sparkles? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the top of this really liberally with alcohol, rubbing alcohol. And then we're going to spray the backs of these and embed them. So there we have the raspberry lemonade and cotton candy soap with symbols from Harry Potter. Tell me guys what you think we should call this. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. And have a great day, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye! Time to unmold! Let's go ahead and pick this up out of here. That was so much easier than the first time I did that. Okay, now last time too, I picked this up. Easy. Okay, so this has to be slid off very carefully. And there's our first one. We have layers of yellow and kind of a yellow-white cold process with glycerin embeds featuring the Gryffindor house colors. And a little frog bonus points if you guys remember what the frog was for. And also in here there's some glycerin embeds of blue just to mix it up. I thought it'd be pretty, and I think it came out really pretty. Nice and textured, good size bar. Again, the yellow and the white is raspberry lemonade and the glycerin is cotton candy. So it's nice and clean and sweet. And this raspberry lemonade is really sweet. Not really sweet, it's really clean. The cotton candy is a little bit sweet, so it definitely helps to balance. But there you go, a nice chunky bar. You can cut it in half this way. And you can use half of it to fit in your hand. You can just leave it if you don't mind chunkier bars. Let's see. So I apologize, you can't really see the top. Let's see if I can get another one off. This one kind of took a little bit of a burial. I might actually keep this one because of that, but we'll see how many people want. And speaking of how people want, since this was a custom order, the person who ordered this gets first dibs, and second dibs goes to the group that she's in. So I don't know how many of these I'll actually have up for sale. However, I do have leftovers of just the raspberry lemonade. This needs to go into the freezer for a few minutes because those are still a little bit sticky. But the raspberry lemonade, which is just the white and the yellow, I've already cut them, but I'll show you what it looks like right now. It's just this, nice and creamy with a little bit of yellow drop on the top, with the pink glitter for the raspberry part and yellow from the lemonade, obviously. This is very creamy, very clean, citrusy, it's delicious. This is perfect just on their own. This will be for general sale. And whatever leftovers I have from this batch, if there's any leftovers at all, this will also go up for general sale. So I'm going to put this in the freezer for a few minutes to harden up, and I'll be right back to finish molding it. Hi ladies, I just got done cleaning up your soaps. Just want to kind of show you how they look, how it's finished. You got two examples here. The one on the right's a little more creamy. There's a little bit less of the glycerin soap. And then you have this one on this side which has more glycerin soap. And actually a better example of that's going to be this one. You can see there's more in that. They all came out kind of individually. They all, now that they're all cleaned up and planed down, they all weigh within about an ounce of each other. But I did want to kind of show you because they are different shapes. And some of you might get ones that are like this, where they have a more rounded edge. If you want to focus. Like that. And that is one of the ones that was on the edge of the molds. Just the nature of the molds. I don't know why this isn't focusing. Anyway. So anyway, there they are. They all weigh within an ounce of each other, and they all weigh at least 5 ounces. So they'll all weigh between 5 and 6. The package will be marked 5 ounces so that they all meet the minimum weight that they need to be. And they will be marked at regular price in my store. So I will see you guys. I will either put the date down below, or I'll make an announcement, maybe in the group, about when these will be for sale. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoy these, and I can't wait to see what you think of them when you get them. Have a great night. Bye!